Welcome everyone. Welcome in the Pastime Picks Podcast. I'm always butchered it right from the get-go already because of the mishaps here. But yeah, starting a little late. I had some technical difficulties with my earphones just stopped working. I had to restart everything and then load
What's
up.
Your name, Keith? What's your name?
Did I not say it?
No.
They know who we are now.
Well, I'm the king of Pennants and clearly the king of working computers.
Oh my God. You're the boomer among the two of us for sure. I just had a rare glitch on my end.
He was doing like sign language. He's like freaking out, like he's trying to send me smoke signals.
The worst part was I had so many pop-ups for like the screen shares and I had to like reload all that stuff quickly. So I think we got it going now. What's up, Mark? What's up, Brandon? I know there's a lot going on in the chat while I was restarting. So
it's mostly me making fun of you, but
well, I saw something about Bud the dog. You put that?
Yeah, I said you were Bud, basically. Although Bud was probably the smartest person on that show.
I don't like this one. I'm not sure to work with this buffoon. Buffoon is an underutilized word. Right?
I know.
Yeah, I like that.
It came to me in a fever dream, and I had to use it.
It's gotta use the fever dream. The best thoughts come in fever dreams.
Yeah.
All right. So this week,
so we're here.
Yeah, we're here. We're finally
only a few.
Yeah, wasn't too bad. Before I forget, we're going to be on tomorrow night on the Rushmore show. I think it's at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I could be wrong on the time. I'll post it on Instagram. I'll post it in the my community page, but definitely check out the Rushmore show's page. Actually, what I'll do is
dunkers, right? I think.
Yeah, we're drafting, ranking the Rushmore of dunkers. Let me post it in the chat right now. And that's gonna be the best way to do it.
Yeah, it should be a good time. Looking forward to that.
There we go.
That was one of the things I wanted to do anyway at some point. To do that.
The draft
ranking or draft.
Yeah,
I'm not sure there's quite enough for a really good draft. Honestly, I mean, I guess there are, but
yeah, you can go deep with it. You can go deep. And by the way, Andy, so before we get into this week's show, before I get into that, we're going to be drafting our favorite dumb TV characters. We were going to do this draft before. We were going to do movie and TV together, but as we were like compiling these lists,
so many,
it was pretty deep. We're like, we want to go deep with it. So we broke it up into movies, and then we're doing TV this week. So
definitely.
So that's why.
Yeah, I like this. I had a lot of fun looking at both.
Yeah.
But I honestly think that the TV characters is probably even the better one of the two, personally. I
agree. Yeah, there's some it's a lot of like good sitcoms had like one character who was just like comically dumb.
Yeah,
right?
they're always most of
the good ones. Yeah.
Is
that Hillary Banks? That's Fresh Prince?
Yeah.
I remember being pretty attractive, but I don't remember being dumb. But it's been a long time since I've seen the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
But I think that would probably be. Well, I think even his buddy was not the brightest, even though they went to a pretty good school. What was his?
Jazzy Jack?
No, Carlton. Carlton was he?
Yeah.
All right, I forget.
Oh yeah, I guess Hillary Banks was on that. The more I think about it, that's a good point. I saw. Did you notice what I'm wearing today? In honor. I'm not doing it right. What the heck?
Is it Aiden Hutchinson?
Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah.
In the arms of an angel.
What the hell?
That's what I was singing the whole time.
Yeah, that was rough. I mean, I was watching it on Red Zone, and they probably didn't show it on Fox well, but they didn't show anything on the Red Zone.
Yeah.
But I saw like one like angle where you could see his like leg moving, and I'm like, that's a broken leg, which it's brutal to watch that, but it's probably better as we were talking about in text, probably better than an ACL as long as recovery goes well. I mean, it should impact his like speed or his ability. We had
no, right, for sure. Yeah, I think they were saying too. I was crazy enough. I was going down a rabbit hole of like listening to all these like people talk about the injury and stuff. Like, I guess it was a little higher up than you want it. I guess apparently, like the higher up, the worse it can be. But they said it's still. I mean, everything's healed up. But good question, Brandon. I don't know. I think there's like 3 or 4 people they could go. There's Hassan Reddick, which I don't know how that would work because I don't think they want to sign him to a long contract, honestly, and I think that's what he wants. So
I think he'll sign for a 2-year deal or something. I mean, that something has to happen on his front.
Yeah, he can't afford to do it, right?
I mean, it's bizarre. That's the whole situation is bizarre.
But point, Brent. I think Max Crosby, and I mean, a lot of people have been talking about the guy from Cleveland too. Wow, what am I totally blanking on his name?
I'm gonna let you struggle.
No, don't even think about it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of them out there. It's a rarity this time in trading times that there are a lot of big defensive ends available.
Well, right? All the defensive ends are on bad teams. Like the best defensive ends, Myles Garrett. That's what I was trying to think of. Max Crosby, jerk. Myles Garrett, Crosby. They usually even talk about the guy from Cincinnati too, which
they're historically.
I think Cincinnati's kind of come on a little bit, so I think that might be a little tougher.
And they never trade. They never trade anyone.
Yeah, the guy that hit Rudolph with the helmet. I mean, he's a pretty good dude. I guess he just freaked out for once, but we'll see.
We both freaked out once. It happens. But I think he's the best defensive player in the league. I mean, you have JJ Watt. There's other, but I mean, he can, and he's on a terrible team.
TJ Watt, but not JJ.
No, I'm sorry. I meant TJ Watt. Yeah, missed one letter. But Myles, I could see the Eagles in play with some of the. I mean, Reddick will be an awkward situation. That probably won't happen.
Yeah.
Right. Where
I think Myles Garrett actually would be cheaper than Crosby, honestly. But who knows? I don't know. And I also think
contract wise, I mean,
contract wise, yes.
Reddick would be cheaper than them all. But
No, I mean between the two. Yeah, Reddick was probably a 5th rounder, honestly, at this point. But I think I think probably Crosby is at least 1 and a 2nd, or maybe even 2 1s to pry him out. And then Myles Garrett, I think maybe you get him for like a 1 and a 3, just because
it doesn't make sense to me that he would go less than Crosby. They're both great ends, but Garrett is like a beast.
I think he's younger.
Yeah, I guess.
And Garrett's had some like health injuries recently and stuff like that. So I don't know.
We'll see. It'll be fun. I mean, there's a lot of trades happening early on, right? There's a lot of trades happening the last couple of days. So.
You think so, Brandon? I mean, I think they would do that in a heartbeat if it's a 2nd and 3rd. I mean, I don't think there's any reason why they wouldn't. But because honestly, at this point, you're picking probably this year. You're assuming you're probably picking pretty late, right? In the 20s, you would guess, and probably next year too. They just. But the only thing that's not concerning, but the only thing that makes me think they maybe won't do it is they just re-signed like their big defensive tackle to a huge deal.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. I mean, Brandon, I would do that 1,000 times over. Yeah. I think depending on who it is, I think Garrett's going to be a 1. I think, and I think Crosby is at least a 1 and maybe 2 1s.
I think they're going for 1, even just because it's hard to when you trade away a face of a franchise like that on defense. I mean, it's like not only the fantasy or the not fantasy, but the impact for your team, but the impact to your town.
There's a couple of things that are working in sort of the favor of them leaving. First of all, Crosby said he was like, I'm staying as long as Devontae's staying. Devontae's gone. And he said, when Devontae's gone, I'm gone. He doesn't have to hold himself to that, certainly. Yeah. And the other thing, Myles Garrett, I mean, that's such a dumpster fire that they're looking to cut, I think, bait at this. They already did it with Cooper, right? They already traded him away.
Yeah. So I mean, but their offense is a mess. The defense is still one of the a great defense.
It's not that great. I have him on my fantasy team.
Well, maybe not fantasy wise, but when you're playing with like Deshaun Watson, who's like can't move down the field, you're hurting the defense.
True,
right?
But to your point, in real life, I am doing it, and my team is horrible.
Both my teams are pretty bad too.
Yeah.
I'm in a couple YouTube, the reseller locker room. I'm not reseller. I always butcher the 2 names, but the reseller leftovers league and then the reseller information network league. What's up, Orlando? How's it going, man? But Andy, circling back. So on the last week, since we have Sean in the chat, Sean won the draft. 38%.
It's closer than I thought. It's pretty close.
Close, but let me see if I can zoom in on that. Can I zoom in?
Yeah, that's fine.
So Sean, 38%. But I came in the lead of us two, 34%.
No, I was clapping for Sean, but it's completely ridiculous because you had no clue what you were talking about.
I knew the vintage wrestlers, which is what I drafted. I'm not. I agree. I'm not going to draft like the '90s stuff, but people respect the nostalgia of those picks.
So I'm saying, right? I'm assuming that's your present, Keith, right? You got
that's what I
took from it. That's what I took from it. I don't know. Rad, you tell me. Do you think? I think listen, I think Sean drafted very well, but I think you were all over the place. Didn't know what you were talking about half the time. And it saddened me to
Listen,
do
Andy,
that.
I will not have you mock our voters like that or belittle our voters.
I'm not belittling anybody.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I think they.
You're belittling me. You're belittling me, at least.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think they felt bad for you, though. That's what I got out of that.
So here's what we're at currently: 21, 17, and 4. That counts as a victory for me, of course. 17, 21, and 4. So the lead grows. The lead groweth. What?
Just like your ego.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Anyway, we bring up this. I have I added a new photo. This is sort of an embarrassing photo.
I don't like this.
Not for you. I need some embarrassing photos of you.
Nice try. What is that? Oh,
I showed you this. I showed you that one of my faces up there is a drawing a coworker did of me, but they really put me in a lot of makeup in this drawing. I'm wearing like blue eyeshadow. I just said, I don't mind being embarrassed on my own podcast. So
yeah, no, clearly you don't mind.
Yeah, I used it because they gave me a very strong jawline.
So, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, look at that jawline, strong.
Flat top on. That's a nice.
No, it's not a flat top. I cut out the photo. It was poor photography by me.
I see.
All
right. Well, let's spin her up.
Yeah. All right. Let me get back to that. Here we go for the first pick. There's no audio for it for some reason, but we can see it, right? Oh, really?
I do. Yep.
All right. I like it. I like it. I do look like, I look like a white prince. They gave me a little bit of like an Elvis curl up front too, for some reason.
Yeah. It's not a good look. I mean, it looks better than maybe you do in person, but
no, maybe.
All right. What do you got?
Starting off. Let me move that. So I think there's a lot of people have a consensus number one pick here. I'm going to eschew that consensus. Even though this,
yeah. Okay.
You don't know where I'm going.
Okay.
You don't. I can guarantee it. Well, maybe you do. I have no idea. I'm going to go not with the one I know a lot of people in the chat had mentioned. I'm going to go with a show that my wife still watches like daily.
Interesting.
I'm going to go with Rose Nyland.
Oh, okay. You're going
Golden Girl Rose. I mean, you don't get much dumber than Rose, but like a beloved character, right? I mean, beloved character, but not the brightest character.
Interesting.
All her great wit from her growing up in.
I thought that was going to be a late I thought it was going to be a late one that I could have snuck in on you, but
nope.
Okay.
Not going to sneak that one in past me. St. Olaf, all those great St. Olaf stories. I mean,
okay, that's a good pick. I think that's a little bit, It is
Betty. It is Betty White, Sean. Yeah.
Although Blanche was pretty. I don't know if Blanche was
Blanche wasn't dumb. Blanche was sort of like on the easy side of the. But no, she wasn't dumb.
Gotcha. All right. This okay. I have a couple here. I'm gonna go with one. I don't. This is not my favorite show by any means. Like, I don't think it was a very good show. But I'm going to go with a little guy named Chris Peterson from the Chris Elliott Show.
I just cursed.
All right.
I can't believe I cursed.
So I'm going to go with Chris Peterson.
I have a major problem with that.
Yeah, I know.
I did wear his sweatshirt tonight.
Just so you know, this is Keith's favorite show from ever, and he is dumb on the show. I will say, he's not dumb.
He's not dumb. He's somewhat of a genius. I don't agree he's dumb. That's why I wasn't going to pick him. No,
he is dumb.
He's eccentric.
No, he's dumb. He's dumb. Believe me. I watched some of the stuff just to recall to make sure I knew he was dumb, and he's 100% dumb. So anyway, this is Keith's favorite show of all time. He literally, he's the only person in America that likes this show. But there you go, Chris Elliott. What do you think? You like my first pick?
Who's your character? Who's the character?
It's Chris Peterson is his name.
All right, yeah. Well, you should say Chris Elliott. Yeah, okay. I was just making sure. Yeah. I was going to veto if you gave me the wrong name. Yeah, now he's one of the best characters in TV history. I mean, that's the show. In case you haven't seen it, you got to watch the show Get a Life. He's like a 40-year-old, or at least a 30-year-old. I forget his exact age in the show, but paper boy living with his parents.
That's not dumb, right? He's a paper boy.
No, but he gets into male modeling. He's
okay, sure.
He builds a submarine in his bathtub.
That's my pick. You don't get to talk about my pick. Thank you. Thank you, Mark.
Come
Like
on.
my pick.
Who in the chat has seen Get a Life? I mean, if not, watch it. Go YouTube an episode of Get a Life. It had the heralded spot being right before or right after. I forget, after Married with Children.
Yeah.
So they gave it like that premiere spot, and
it never
it earned it. It earned up to the its spot. It was great. Yeah, you gotta watch it, John. Gotta watch it. Well, in fact, you should stream some Get a Life on Twitch, and I will be there on one of your evening streamings on Twitch.
Okay.
Okay. And by the way, Sean's having a Halloween live on his channel. Is it next Friday, Sean, or is it this week? It's probably next week. I forgot, but yeah, if you can mention in the chat, but he's having just a Halloween get together live stream. You can pop in on the chat, pop in on the camera.
Yeah. All
right. Let me get that coming off. So that's the first rounds. We had Rose Nyland, Chris Elliott.
He's so upset.
I thought that you thought I was going to pick him, but I wouldn't pick him because I find him somewhat of a genius.
Yeah. Well, there's a fine line between idiot and genius, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You teeter to the line very well.
Yeah.
Sale of the week. Clearly, you're an idiot this week. I had to get that in. I was talking and then you cut me off.
I know. I waited for a second of a breath of a pause to do it. All right. So in this segment, we show each other our sales of the week, guess the selling prices. Third item overall, my second item, we're going to do a giveaway. This week, since we're doing TV sitcoms, decided to give away a little pair of Leave It to Beaver wax packs, Andy.
There you go.
I watched a ton of Leave It to Beaver as a kid. And like
your favorite character, right, was what's his name? The mean guy, right? Or something like that.
He's not mean. He was like sort of like the mischievous and like Eddie Haskell.
Eddie Haskell. Yeah, it wasn't my favorite, but yeah.
I don't know if there are any dumb kids. I was thinking if there were any dumb characters to tie it into the dumb draft. Maybe the character. There was like a bigger character. Andy, you remember his name in the show?
Soda needs those.
Yeah. You know the bigger character who was Wally's friend.
No, I think I maybe watched it once or twice. I did not like that show. You like
one of Wally's
shows, but
yeah, Wally's friend was Lumpy.
Okay.
Lumpy was his name. So you can pull a Lumpy rookie card right here for the winner. So let me share a screen.
That's what they called you back in high school, right?
No, I was whatever the opposite of that is.
Oh, that's some nice chat in there. I appreciate that's cool.
Andy, do you want a card or a not card?
Give me a card. Yeah, for those that don't know, Soda City's did some ripping with us, and he rips cards too. So he really rips non sports cards. So those
are all non-sports, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, definitely check out Soda City Rips.
Definitely.
Great channel over there. He's putting out shorts every day, like me and Andy do. Great channel. Does a lot of like historical pieces of the past rips, and he was on our episode last week.
Collecting some cool stuff. I don't want to get. I'm not sure if he's mentioned it, but I don't want to give it away. But some of his.
Well, I'm sure he can mention it because he's looking for George Washington one of ones. If anybody has some G-Dub one of ones, hit up Soda City Rips.
G-Dubs.
All right, Andy. So you got Oscar Charleston. He's wearing a Philadelphia Stars jersey there.
Okay.
Negro League, one of the better Negro Leaguers of all time. This is in 1977, I believe. Let me double check to make sure. Yeah, 1976. That was a great year. 1976.
Yeah, our birth.
Yeah, we were both born in 76. But 1976,
Bicentennial too.
Bicentennial. Shakey's Pizza set.
Okay.
Of Shakey's Pizza baseball player set.
Interesting. Is this card in that good a shape, or is it just that you cut it like that?
No, it's in very good shape. Yeah, I had a Josh Gibson from this set that I actually have out with PSA right now.
Oh, okay.
So I maybe I should have done the same with this card, but I didn't. Sold it raw.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea about this one. You said what was it? You said the cards from 1976, or it was like a reprint of what not a reprint, but like a
1976. It's like a regional set from 1976, not a reprint. It was produced in 76.
But But when did he play?
He definitely played in more 30s, 40s. I'll give
Oh,
you
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't like it's not a card from his era that he.
No, it's not a playing era card. No.
Gotcha. Okay. It's kind of cool, I will say, and it's in like excellent condition. I like the kind of the Phillies color motif too. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
No, the whole set's that color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
he played a color match.
Yeah, color match because a jersey match or whatever they call it.
Yeah. So this is he played 1915 to 1941. I just checked it real quick. So I was right.
Okay.
I mean, sort of right.
Very proud of you.
Yeah. Brendan's at $39.99. Real life's in at $109.99. Rad Relics. The ladies called him Humpty.
Humpy Lumpy.
Humpty Hump.
It's not. There's no T in there. It's Humpy.
I know. I was just changing it to Humpty Hump.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on,
you are.
Ladies.
You're right about that, Rad. They called him Humpy Lumpy or Lumpy Humpy. I don't know.
Sean's at a 109.
Everybody's in the same ballpark. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, 76 from Christopher Nutter, $49.99 from Shane, $42.99 from Mark.
That'd be interesting if it was 76 and it was from 76.
Yeah, that'd be a nice number.
Jersey match and number match. God, everybody's in kind of the same arena. I do think there's a lot of people that collect Uber League stuff. I think it's very collectible. 76 is weird that it's like weird timing, but all right, I'm gonna go 114.99.
114.99. All right.
Guess I don't have to look too hard on that one.
No, I'm not saying yes or no to that yet.
To the top rope with Shane McMahon out on the ladder.
Just a little throwback to last week's win there with the wrestling.
I appreciate that. Everybody's right.
Yeah. Let's see. It was Rad Relics might have been closed. Yeah. There we go. A lot of good guesses over there, except for Andy. Did I get that out of there?
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
You're the furthest off of everyone who guessed. Pretty bad.
Appreciate you pointing that out.
You're welcome.
All right, let me see here. Why can I not?
By the way, Nate, while you're playing around over there, I had a catastrophe in my driveway overnight into this morning where I had an Amazon truck collide with my retaining wall on the side of the driveway.
What?
Knock like a lantern out of the wall. There's a live wire hanging out of the wall.
Oh, jeez.
The dude just drove off. He didn't do anything. He dropped the package and left. So I had to.
At least he got the package, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't even open the package yet. But he there's a live wire. Just left the live wire sitting out of the wall. So he had the electrician.
Well, at least he could have told you, like,
there
was something going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Ridiculous.
So I'm going Pennants this week.
All right.
It's kind of a cool one, I think. This is near me, so it's kind of near where I live.
Oh, I thought it said Missouri. I didn't know that was a D.
No, yeah.
Okay.
So it's Greenbelt, Goddard. Yeah.
I can't read any of those letters. Terrible font. Looks like it says Goddard
Space Center.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's a D?
Yeah.
All right. Goddard Space Flight Center, NASA, Greenbelt, Maryland. I don't know what that is on the left there.
Dr. Goddard's rocket, 1926 rocket.
Who's Dr. Goddard? Do you know?
Don't know.
Come on.
He's the namesake of the Goddard Space Flight Center.
Oh, okay.
See, clearly.
Here we go. Yeah, rain, snow, or live wires. Yeah. And he was out there for a while, like studying it because I wasn't home. My wife saw him out there.
What to do.
Yeah, he's like, "What do I do here? Do I just leave the package? Do I go? Do I say anything? Nope.
Like,
I'll stay for 10 minutes and then leave."
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a. I mean, at the very least, you gotta say I mean, it is, right? I mean, it's not like it's
Yeah, we actually had to file a police report because the insurance, like
Oh, yeah.
the homeowner's insurance has to, so then they have to reach out to Amazon.
It's crazy.
All right.
What do you think?
I think these guesses are high, to be honest. We had $59.99. Brandon's in at $74.99, $74.52, $99. Mark is a little closer where I'm going to be. I've sold a lot of NASA pennants. This one is underwhelming to me. I mean, it doesn't
Okay.
the graphics are not great.
Jeez.
I know Maryland stuff sells well. I know.
It does.
I'm going to go $28. $28 on this. Sean's in at 59.
All right. Let's find you one.
Here we go.
Oh! Great job.
Well, I made it.
Classic. That's a classic. You were very close. I will give you.
Ooh. I deserve credit. Because I was just so
Good
right
job.
Yeah,
There's your credit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So.
All right. I assume that, the NASA pennants, I mean, unless there's something super special about it, they made a ton of them, I think.
I think they did, yeah.
Yeah.
It had been up for a while. I think I took an offer. I think I had it up for $39.99, took $32. So
I'm a big fan of Dr. Goddard, though, so I might have.
Goddard, you freak.
All right, next up. Let me get this on the stage. So this is for the giveaway. So we have a giveaway of the pair of Leave It to Beaver 1982 wax packs. So anyway, we showed this last week.
Oh, this one again. Okay.
Showed this last week in the find of the week.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
1910s oversized Philadelphia Phillies pennant, William Penn graphic on the left side, baseball bat, 33-inch or either 33 or 35 inches long.
So that's a larger pennant. So that's clearly like obviously it's older anyway. You just know.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
That's any oversized pennants I think so I'll have a premium too. So
this is a private sale too. So it's not going to be an eBay or Etsy sale, but.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's something else.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
The Phillies used a Quaker graphic in the 1915 to maybe 38. They were actually the Philadelphia Quakers, I think, up until like 1886.
Brandon's, I think, a little dejected about his guess. Made it sound like we amped it up. I don't know. I'm not sure what this thing sold for, but I think it's more expensive than normal. Put it that way.
Yeah. I will say, teens, like professional baseball pennants from 1900 to 1930, they're like a hen's teeth kind of situation, Andy. Rare as hen's teeth, as they say. They don't really see that stuff.
It's a ridiculous thing that you said. I don't even know what
it's a ridiculous thing, but it's a saying. It's a ridiculous saying, but maybe there are some hen's teeth out there. I don't know, but that's a saying. Before the giveaway, though, again, Leave It to Beaver for somebody.
Yeah. Not pushing it anyway, but
so Shane's in at $74.99.
So does really, really feeling the Leave It to Beaver cards. Okay.
Philadelphia Robins, Mark. No.
Are those is that the women's team?
I'm not sure, to be honest. You help me out, Mark. Help me out with the Robins are. You might be right, but I never heard of the Philadelphia Robins for the AAPGBL.
You just started saying letters there, and I don't think anyone.
No, All American Professional Girls Baseball League.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to say. The acronym's a tricky one, but it's not a great acronym.
Right. We're getting some big ones. We're getting some.
Christopher Nutter, 125.
Brandon has elected to change his, which is legal, I think. Your final guess, we go. So Brandon's upped his guess to $2.99.
Yeah, that's everyone's able to do that as we gave more information.
We'll go with your second guess if you are doing that. So we'll have to run through it just to make sure. All right, I'll give it a few more seconds and then I'll go with my guess.
But Andy, while you were doing that, they were the Philadelphia Quakers until like the late 1880s. I think 1886, maybe. Then they became the Phillies. I think that's the longest like team name, I believe, in sports history. I think that they had that name since then.
Philadelphia Quakers or what?
No, the Philadelphia Phillies.
Oh yeah.
That
was going to be one of my. Did we do that? We didn't do that one.
I don't know what
that was going to be one of my stump the straps. It was the longest team names.
Oh well, yeah, let's do it.
No, do it. Not anymore, my friend.
It's only one. I only said, well, come on, do it. Get it. It's topical.
It's also really difficult because it's just
not for me.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Well, I'm gonna guess. I think people are pretty close. I think first of all, I think it's very rare. It's very old. Anything that's like non-basic, like Phillies graphic, like it's kind of one of a kind, but like a Philadelphia memorabilia. The fact that he sold it to somebody offline makes me think that this is not one that that people knew what it was, and he knew a few people that he was going to go to, and he was going to sell it at a pretty good price. He may have been a dealer or something he sold it to, but I still think he probably sold it at a pretty high price. Am I close on that? You had somebody in mind? Did you you didn't have it out and about, right? You had somebody.
No. I only talked to one person about it, mainly to get confirmation on my opinion that it's a Phillies pennant, and they did feel the same way. And they said they were interested in it. We worked out a deal on it. So that he's not a dealer though. He's a collector. He's a YouTuber. So I'll mention his channel after we.
So does it at $3.99? Okay.
$3.99. Yep.
Okay. Final guesses. I'll give it in 10.
What's up, Brandon? And we'll get Brandon just came in. We can.
Okay. We reset. Everybody freak out. Come on.
So Brandon, we're doing a guess on this 1910s Philadelphia Phillies pennant here for a giveaway for a pair of Leave It to Beaver wax packs. And it was Brandon's a trading card guy. I'm not sure he's deals in Leave It to Beaver, but everyone. Never mind.
That's what they used to say about me in high school, though.
Not
the Beaver.
Not Mike O. No, I don't know Mike O. Or maybe I do.
Ooh,
Sadie family cards. All right, we got a card guy. Man, there we go. 1,200. He's resetting the guessing game. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Should I guess? You ready?
Sure. Yeah. Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was rough. That's gonna give me nightmares. Roman, what's up, Roman? We'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I think it's pretty high. I'm gonna go with 5. I'm gonna go with 550 because I don't think you're not gonna do 549, obviously, with a private collector. So
yeah. And I'll say when I show the price, $15 is added for shipping. So we're gonna discount. I'm gonna take that out of the equation. So it's the price I show, which was Venmo. The price I show minus $15.
All right.
So so the last guess was at 1,200. We 540 flips, or Roman, if you want to guess, still have a shot there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
hey Roman, can you talk to your Cleveland people and see if you can get ship Myles Garrett over to the Lions? You don't need him anymore. My price. 1K.
Negative 1K, he's saying, right? Brandon's in at 379. Roman's in at 99. Brandon upped again. Brandon's up again.
Brandon's everywhere. Okay.
All right. Here we go.
I'm out. Now that's over.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
That is the dumbest thing that I've ever heard.
Dag nabbit. Oh man.
Yeah. It was a good sale. Yeah.
I knew that thing was going to be a big boy.
Yeah, it was a good one. Again, the $15 was shipping. I mean, he added that on his own, but his I'll tell you his channel. Let me pull up his channel though. In real second. 1 second.
So what did you buy that thing for again, or do you not want to say?
No, I could say because it'll be in an upcoming video. I bought it for $280.
Jesus Christ.
$280. I feel a little bad because I did negotiate the price down too, which is like a YouTuber's. I get some hate comments for that, but yeah, I did negotiate the price down, but I did.
Yeah, I've had times when I've just way over guessed. But yeah, Keith always he'll find some monsters for sure. Yeah,
it was a good one. Yeah, but I think it was Sadie Family Cards, right?
Yeah, he came in with a 12 something, right?
Yeah, so
1200.
Let me pull that up here. So Saudi Family Cards. Yeah, hit me up on, you can either send me a message on Instagram with your address, or you can email me at vintagesportflips@yahoo.com. We'll get the 2 vintage packs out to you in the mail. But appreciate the guess, everyone.
That's right, Soda. Well, Soda, you never know. I mean, we have plenty of pennants that are not selling for $2,000 either.
Yeah. As we saw Andy's pennant, that wasn't a great one.
Rad Relics changed his price to $2,000 at the very last.
Here's Mark's YouTube channel who bought it. So he's got you can see the stuff of greatness. He's holding a pennant up over there. I sold him some really high-end pennants over the years. Great collector. I mean, amazing stuff he has. So that's who bought it. I told him I would shout out his channel.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Roman, I forgot about that. He can hold that over my head now because stupid Indians, Tigers.
Guardians. Yeah.
Sorry, Guardians, yeah.
That's all right.
That was a good series. I thought they had him, but anyway. Wow. Okay. Well, I'll do one more. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's not a $2,000 pennant. It could be a $1,500 pennant. Don't know, but
wait.
Also not a $1,500 pennant.
Brandon, you're saying is your nickname Bobbles, Brandon? Is that what I'm saying there? I didn't know that was your you went by Bobbles. Are you a bobblehead name there? Yeah, he does have a great channel. Yeah. I was always harsh. That was always the case, Shane. Always the case. I mean, everything Andy knows about pennants, he learned from me. But I give him the name.
He deals in sort of high end stuff. I deal in more in bulk.
Oh, I didn't know that, Brandon. Okay, Bobbles and bulk cards. Cool. I love that name. Yeah. In fact, when Andy, when I got Andy into reselling, we bought this pennant collection. We made the eBay name King of Pennants. But do you remember, Andy, when for the first name, it was King of Pennants, but you spelled pennants wrong?
Did I spell it wrong?
Yeah, you put one N in pennants.
Oh, I didn't.
But we had to wait to change it a while because they don't let you change your name immediately.
Yeah, probably just mistyped. Okay. Soccer Bowl 83. Beat that, brother.
That's cool. I like that. Toronto Blizzard.
Tulsa. I actually have sold, and I still may have a Tulsa Rough Riders, who is a team in the bottom there. I don't have a Toronto Blizzard pennant, but I do have a Tulsa Rough Riders.
I've sold a lot of Blizzards. I don't think they do great. They're not but is it Tulsa Rough Riders or Tulsa Roughnecks?
Maybe it's Roughnecks. You're right.
I'm not sure. Some reason I remember Roughnecks, but
you might be right. Yeah.
Is that a good song? Gotta get a roughneck. I'm not really sure what a roughneck is, but I think that's the song.
Is an oil driller guy, but
I don't know if that's what
the guy that works on the oil. All right, Brandon, come on now. That's not right.
Yeah. That could be right.
Brandon lowballing me here.
Oh, no problem, Shane. Yeah, and I sent Shane a Frank Thomas character.
Sweet.
Very because he mentioned he was a big Frank Thomas collector as a kid. So yeah. All right, so you got $199 from Brandon, $49.
I sent some of my buddies some pennants as well. Because there's ones that weren't selling. And they were a sports fan, so MC Light. There
we go. Yeah. $67.99.
Oh, everybody's got to be. I'm not doing the conversion $5.40. I'm not doing $24 Canadian to American. It's not how.
If you do, you got to add the duty on there and the international shipping markup.
That was your nickname too, right? Duty.
No.
Big duty.
I think this is a good one. I think some of these later guesses are pretty good. It's $67.99. Shane's in at $69. These like championship game pennants, obviously they're a lot rare. They weren't produced for very long. I'm gonna go. Well, first it's a little odd. You try to snucker us in with the low budget NASA pennant first, and then you're gonna throw a little higher dollar pennant at the end.
You know how I do. You know how I roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna go $84.
Are you crying?
No.
Are you crying? There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
No, you're not even close. I just had that one ready to go because I knew you were.
Yeah, how were you so quick on the trigger on that?
I had it teed up. Yeah, it's $29.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is not a great one by any means. I had it up for a long time. Finally got somebody to pay for it. So,
thanks, Roman. Yeah, I was flirting with that for a while. Yeah, just hit 4K. Thanks for paying attention, Andy. Appreciate it.
Never have known.
Yeah. Yeah, I always got to wait. I think I got like 4,002. Maybe I lost a sub since then. I don't know, but it bounces around a little bit. But yeah.
Well, congrats, big boy.
Oh, thank you, Andy. It's so sweet.
Look at you.
All right.
My little baby's all grown up.
All right. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it, man. You're like, I would say you dwarf me. That's proper, right? Proper use.
And in his defense, everybody dwarfs you, though. So.
No, I'm saying, I guess it is. No.
Okay, back to it.
We've already went over it before. I'm 5'10". Yeah, back to it.
I know. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like when I call him. Well, it's just everybody, height.
All right. That was the draft so far. We got Rose Nyland, number 1, Chris Elliott, terrible pick, number 2, the genius. So what do you got, Andy?
All right, I got a couple. I mean, there's a lot. Obviously, there are a lot of good ones. I think my first pick is probably going to end up costing me the whole thing, which I'm fine with. It's more just to mess with you. I felt good about that. But I'm going to go with a 70s TV show. I'm going to go with Chrissy from Three's Company.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one. Which Chrissy, though?
The Suzanne Summers Chrissy.
Yeah, because she's dumber, I think, than the other one.
That's the correct answer. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was really at one of the top on my list. She's just.
Speaking my language, Sean, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. In fact, my son just got Andy to not Andy. You're not my son.
No,
I just got my son to read The Hobbit, or I didn't get him to do it. He was doing it on his own. Then when I got excited that he was reading it, he stopped reading it. Put it away. I was reading Harry Potter. All right.
Yeah, he's not short. He just.
Okay, so that was Chrissy from Three's Company.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got one. I got a couple that I really want, and I think I know where you're going to go with the next one. If I had to guess.
Oh, I misspelled Chrissy. Hold on.
Fitting. We're doing it on this day.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this pick is an easy one. This pick, I mean, most people would have picked this person first overall, but to get this person in the 4th pick, 2nd round, gotta go Kelly Bundy. I mean, she's probably the dumbest TV character there is. And funny, one of the greatest shows of all time. A very attractive actress too. I mean, there's a lot going on for that character. So I'm gonna go Kelly. That show had a lot of dumb characters, right? It
did.
Yeah,
Bud
but
Bundy, right? Who's the Bud? Is that?
You're gonna say the dog is the dumbest character? The dog might be. He was pretty smart.
What was the kid's name?
Oh, Bud Bundy. Yeah, I think you said Buck Bundy.
But no, I said Bud. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think you said Buck.
Well, Buck Buck talked, right? So he.
Yeah. So I don't know if he talked to.
I mean, you heard it. He heard it.
Yeah.
Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bud Bundy could be. Yeah. Okay. Good pick.
Peggy wasn't too bright.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like none of them were really.
I feel like Al was not dumb. I think Al was he just is disenfranchised with his job, and but I don't think he was dumb.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, he was just kind of a psycho, honestly. Yeah. Okay, good pick. All right, so
we'll segment. But if you want to do a stump,
sure. Yeah.
But while you're pulling that up, I was
I'm good to go whenever you are.
I was in a bidding war on dibdit.net or dibdit.com on district.net for a Poke High Al Bundy jersey.
Oh, really? Poke High?
That Rod Picking and Punching was selling. I bailed out eventually, but I was going to wear that. All right, let me hit the brand, Andy. Stump the strap. Crotch strap.
It's funny though, but that was your nickname in high school, wasn't it? Crotch strap.
That is not my nickname. I wasn't expecting it.
Always ends with your mug up on there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So today we only have top 5, so it's not going to be that hard.
An easy one.
It's a little easier.
Or quicker, at least.
Exactly. So I'll give you a little bit of a kind of a understanding of this one. Let me first tell you what the name is. So it's called Give Me the Paper. Give Me That Paper. Do you have any idea what that could be?
Newspaper.
No.
Okay.
No, it's baseball cards, or it's cards. I would say sports collector cards.
Okay.
So Give Me That Paper is going to be the top 5 highest selling cards, like the cards that sold for the highest.
All right.
So I will say, now let me just preface this by saying we're only doing one of, like, it's not multiple of one player. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if there were, 5 different Barry Sanders, it's not all 5. It's one of them is going to count. It's the highest one of that one. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. See you, Shane. Appreciate you coming out.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's a tough one because a lot of let me
give you an over-under on this one too. I'm going to give you. I'm going to say it's, and you don't have to say the exact card. I think you should probably have a good idea of what it is, or roughly what it is, maybe. But the over-under on this is going to be 3.5.
I mean, I would definitely nail the vintage stuff. Let me turn my comments off too. They're off.
Okay.
I would nail the vintage stuff, but I know a lot of like the modern stuff, those prices can go crazy, and which all right, let me knock some of the vintage stuff out that I think will be on the list, but some of this might have been superseded by some ridiculous modern prices.
Not superseded, right? Overshadowed, maybe. Superseded would be before, right?
No, superseded, like go above and beyond. Okay. I believe, if we're using that properly. I think I'm
I'll have to look up that word.
I'm looking up right now. We want to educate ourselves and our chat.
Not only do we provide interesting information on Pennants, but also on words. I thought supersede came before.
To force out of use as inferior, take place of something else. So yeah, I use it properly.
Okay. Well done.
All right. I'll go.
So at 540 flips. Yeah. So we're saying essentially what I'm saying, if multiple of the same cards sold, we're only taking one of them.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
So it could be, it could be like 5 different Barry Sanders were in the top 10.
How many times are you going to throw Barry Sanders in here?
I'm just trying to say, I'm not going to give you a name that it is.
No, you said it twice, though. You wouldn't have worked Barry Sanders in.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go. Yeah. I'll go T206, Honus Wagner.
Honus Wagner, T206. They call it the 1909 Sweet Carapol.
Sweet Caporal.
Yeah.
That's one of the backs of T206 set.
Okay.
Yeah.
In a 2, went for $7.25 million. So that's second.
I'll go a 1952 Topps Mantle.
1952 Topps Mantle. I will say I would have liked to have had a grade, because obviously those things sold. But what do you think the grade was? I'll give you credit for it, but what do you think the grade of it was?
I'll go a 7.
No. 9.5. It sold for $12.6 million. It's the number 1 pick.
Okay.
So you have 1 and 2.
Yeah, so now it's going to get a little tougher, because I think I would know like some of the rare cards, like the early stuff that might bring big money, but I think that stuff would be superseded by like a Michael Jordan PMG of some sort,
right? Or
a well, I'm guessing that. I guess I'll guess a. I'll go at 86 Fleer Jordan PSA 10.
No. I don't think there actually is one that sold as a PSA 10
okay.
That I'm aware of. I think
really that's shocking. I know somebody had one.
I could be wrong. I thought I read that somewhere that it was like, I thought 9 was the highest or something. I mean, it still went for a lot of money, and I don't think they were even close to breaking into this. I as far as I know, maybe I can look, but you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's like a Brady rookie card that brought insane money. Now I don't know what. Can I just say a Tom Brady rookie?
You can.
Is that
wrong? But
no, I'm not saying it.
I know.
No, but I mean, like, is that, can I be vague in that sense in this?
I'll give you credit on that. I will give you credit if you get the name.
Okay, so I'm not getting
these aren't crazy names, but I'm not saying like it's not some Joe Schmo that you will never know the name of.
Yeah,
but if you say something, I would say that you have to make it a little bit. It's not like there's some
pizzazz. A little more of a hint. Is there, how much of this is vintage?
There's one more vintage card on the list.
Okay, that helps me. Let's see.
So, by the way, the most expensive Jordan ever sold was a 2003-2004 Upper Deck Ultimate Collection, sold for $2.9 million. Just to give you an idea.
Is that the PMG? Is that one of the precious metal gems?
I don't think so. I know what you're talking about, but I don't think it is. I could be wrong.
Okay.
It's a Michael Jordan Logo Man card, I think, is what they say it was. But
okay.
So 2.9, to give you an idea, that's not even in the top 5.
I'm gonna go a Ty Cobb back, which is like a T206 set that had a rare Ty Cobb tobacco back.
That is incorrect. I think he's not on the list. I'll give you one more. Yeah, it's a little tougher.
Yeah.
I would say I'll give you this. You're missing one. The vintage card is one of the greatest players of all time. One of the non-vintage cards is also one of the greatest players of his time in a different sport. Does that help? You're missing one kind of obvious one when people think about like vintage.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Of course. I had to leave off the Babe Ruth 1914 Baltimore News card, correct. Right? Yeah. Yep. I know. Yeah.
7.2 million. That's what it was.
Babe Ruth, I left that one off.
1914 Baltimore News.
I was just looking
at a three. I'm like looking at my cards. Like I didn't have like some of my cards. I'm worried that when I get graded, it's like, and then the card from 1914 is a 3. Like,
yeah. I'm looking up real quick the Ty Cobb back to see what it sold for.
There are some good guesses in 540 flips.
He's a card guy.
Definitely on to something right now.
So the other one was a player who is from a card from a sport, but he was not. That's not what he was famous for.
I'm sorry. One more time.
You said the card is not from his like major sport.
No, I'm just saying he is the best one. Not widely considered. I think he's considered one of the best players in his sport, but it's not baseball.
Oh, okay. Okay. And this is a modern card.
And I gave you that Jordan is, well, relatively, yes. We're drawing this out a little bit. So.
Yeah. I'll go, Gretzky, PSA 10 O-Pee-Chee. I don't know.
No.
It's probably not that big.
No. So I'll give you the last two that I have on my list. Again, this is not, I think there's multiple Mickey Mantles that went higher, and I think there's multiple
of course.
That went higher. LeBron James exquisite rookie patch auto went for $5.2 million.
Okay.
As a 9. And then the other one, which is crazy, is the Luka Doncic 2018-2019 National Treasures RPA sold for $4.6 million.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I would have no idea on this modern stuff that like could.
I knew. That's why 3. I thought for sure you're gonna get the Babe Ruth. I thought those were kind of the 3. So that's what I was saying. Like that was a little tough. I thought you might. Yeah. And I was going to if you said LeBron James rookie or RPA or something or a version of that, I probably would have said fine.
Yeah, I think I would eventually got the Ruth in the 5, but I was focused on modern because I thought there'd be more modern sneaking in there. Here's the Ty Cobb back. That sold for $400,000. So not in the same ballpark. I think it's just a very rare card.
Sure.
All right. Okay.
A little fun quizzical there.
Yeah. Embarrassed myself a little bit.
No, you did all right. You got I think the first 2 obviously were pretty.
Yeah, of course.
It was funny when I saw that Mickey Mouse a 9.5. That's insane.
Yeah.
I don't know how that card made it.
Yeah, it'll be hard to invest, or probably not investing at that point, but to pay $4.7 million or something on a LeBron James card. Or I mean that's insane.
Yeah, I mean I can see LeBron a little bit because I think will go down as one of the best players of all time. But the Luka, I was like, how the heck does that happen?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know, Roman. I don't know yet. I mean,
Yankees looking pretty good.
Yeah. After the Phillies get knocked out, I mean, I take a back step a little bit, and I haven't watched a ton of it, to be honest.
Is it some Mets on the who are they playing?
In the Dodgers.
Mets and Dodgers,
yeah. I hate both teams. I would root for the Dodgers in that series. I don't even know where's the series at right now. I know it was 1-1 as of earlier in the week.
Yeah, I
don't know if they play today. I don't even know.
I know, Roman. I know there's still time. I'm just saying they look good. That's all I'm saying is that Yankees look pretty good. They're a tough team to beat for sure. I mean, it's what happens when you have $500 million in your payroll. Our teams, Roman, we don't spend a whole lot of money. We still get to the playoffs. So take that, Yankees. Oh, they're playing now. Okay, interesting.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
okay.
I know there's a travel day. So as it goes, there's two, right? There's back-to-back games kind of, and then there's a travel day.
Is it 1-1? I think it's 1-1, right?
Probably. Yeah, the other, I think the Yankees Cleveland is 2-0.
Okay, yeah, I meant the Mets. Yeah.
No, that's too soon, Roman. Come on now. Rude.
All right.
So you're back pick. You're back to yours.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go. This is a tough one. I'm gonna go Woody from Cheers.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. I mean, there's several dumb characters in that show too, but Woody takes the cake. And the fact that he,
yeah.
I mean, he was on the show longer than the other character, I believe. I'm not going to name that name. I don't know if it was the other guy on the show the whole time.
No, I mean, no, he passed away
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Like the first 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah, I think Woody was on the whole time, I believe. I'm not certain of that.
No, he wasn't on the whole time. He wasn't.
No, he came on
from the
later.
very beginning. Yeah.
Okay.
Woody wasn't there with Woody wasn't there with Coach.
I thought they were together a little bit, weren't they? Or to take over for him?
I thought he took over for him, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. But regardless, he's pretty dumb. Pretty dumb.
All right. I like it. It's a good pick. Honestly, Cheers is a great show. Both of the bartenders happen to be very dumb.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick either one of those. Okay. This is, I don't know, maybe this isn't on your list. This is one that I really wanted. I'm glad he stayed, or he got to me. I'm gonna go with Ralph Wiggum from The Simpsons.
Yeah, he was on my list. Yeah.
I love that character so much. It's like just probably the best quotable lines of any character on that show. I mean, my cat's breath smells like cat food is obviously, clearly a great one.
I don't know any of his lines, to be honest. But
I choose you. Like, there's so many good lines from that show, but
you gotta love the name Ralph anyway. There aren't many Ralphs these days.
No, definitely not.
No, it's a dying name.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, like it. It's a good one. All right, so let's hit another segment.
Find of the week.
All right, so Andy, do you have any finds over there?
I don't. Not nothing that's. Actually, I can show one.
Okay. All right.
Actually, I don't know really what it is, but.
All right. Well, I'll show mine while you try to figure out if you want to show that or what it is you're trying to show.
Yeah, go ahead.
I actually didn't go sourcing. Well, I did go sourcing on last Thursday. I bought a few things, but they were in the warehouse already. And I went to some yard sales and didn't buy anything sports related, but I bought a lot of general antiques. You might have seen that. Sit on my Instagram post, Andy. Bought like an 1840s rocking chair and a antique spice rack.
Oh yeah. my girlfriend's like, why is he buying a rocking chair? And I was like, I don't know. He just does stuff sometimes.
Oh, yeah, that'll sell well in the antique shop.
Yeah.
But with that, I bought this book. And I'm showing it to you. I want to see the screen.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not in great shape. I mean, the cover is a detachable cover.
Oh, that's what features a detachable cover.
Detachable cover, 1826 date.
Wow.
But it's history of Andrew Jackson.
Ah, cool.
Civil military history, Andrew Jackson. So I got that in the bundle with the rocking chair. So I didn't pay much for the book, but one of those was on eBay for $750.
Damn.
in far better shape than that.
Yeah, it didn't have but it didn't have a detachable cover though.
It was the undetachable cover variety, which is much more common.
Yeah, like everybody wants like, what would you rather have, like a normal car? Do you want like a convertible, right?
Yeah, so you got the convertible front,
the top comes off.
Convertible front, and the bottomless back.
Yeah,
there's no convertible in the back.
Convertible front and the bottomless mimosa back. There you go.
Yeah, so I have it up for $69.99 on my eBay store.
Okay.
So a fraction.
That's awesome, Mark. It sounds like
I saw images. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's super cool. Yeah, I bet I haven't been with you when you set up, maybe once or twice, and I certainly don't have any of the stuff that I never sold.
Yeah, you were with me a long time ago in Baltimore when I set up in Baltimore.
Yeah. All right, so I'll show you my little thing. Like this, I got on Whatnot, which is crazy. I got on Whatnot in mid-September. I bought the card, and I hadn't heard anything from it. And the guy said he did say kind of explicitly that he doesn't give any shipping or anything like that information on a car, anything under $20, I guess is what it is. So I had no idea. He had randomly said it was completed, and I didn't get the card. So I put in like all this stuff for it, but I eventually got it the same day I put in the refund request. So
that's crazy.
But yeah, I know. It was weird. I don't know why it took so long, but here we go. This is you see that? There we go.
Yeah, K-Line.
Yeah, this is a K-Line, Big Bats, Harvey Kuhn, and Al K-Line. It's a 1959 card, actually.
Looks pretty nice shape.
Yeah, I thought so too. So yeah. I think I got it for like $13. There's some that are up for pretty cheap, but there's some up for like $45, $50 too. I might get it graded. We'll see what it looks like.
I'm very surprised you can do that on Whatnot, because obviously I've sold a lot on Whatnot. And did it come in an envelope?
Yeah,
like a stamped envelope. See, I don't see how you can do that on Whatnot and not.
Well, it came in like it was like a special type of envelope, though. I want to say it was like
one of those Armalope.
Yeah, Armalope.
Okay. Because I want a giveaway from them. That's what it came in.
Okay, that's what I got. Anyway, so it's kind of a cool card.
But I didn't think you could not ship something. I didn't think you could ship something on Whatnot without tracking. Like you have to, like they give you the label. And
well, that's what I thought was kind of like pretty annoying, because it's like, well, how do I even know this? Like he's just blowing me off. He wouldn't, and then he even said on this thing, he's like, he wouldn't respond to like inquiries about shipping. I'm like, well, what if I don't get the card for a month, which is essentially what happened. In hindsight, I don't know where he's from. Maybe it was, but I think it was even before the hurricanes. So I know that's created some issues. And
for sure.
I understand that, but anyway,
this was well before that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously delays happen. That's sure. With being a seller, stuff gets.
I just wanted to know what, I mean, I at first, like I was like 3 weeks into it, and I was like, I just want to know if you shipped it or not. Like, should I be worried that it's not going to show up because it got lost or what? But anyway.
Yeah, that's weird. But yeah, it's cool. Nice card for good price there.
Yeah.
So that's the finds of the week. So we get back to the draft board here. You're up again, right, Andy?
I think you spelled Wiggum wrong too, did you?
I have no idea. No, that's how I wrote it on my list.
Okay, you're right. Got it. I was thinking it was wrong. All right. Okay, so this is probably my favorite show on my list. There's a second one that's pretty close too, but it's a show. I don't know if you like it. I'm assuming you do. It's from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I love Always Sunny.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Charlie. Got to go with Charlie. He's a freaking amazing character, and as dumb as a box of rocks.
He's good.
Some of the dumbest stuff on there. And like if you ever see some of the outtakes or something like that, I love when he pretends like he knows what he's talking about. He's like, yeah, of course, yeah. And then they look at each other and he's like, he doesn't, it's just perfect. So yeah, anyway, he's one of my favorites.
I had a coworker the other day that told me I remind them of Charlie Day from Always Sunny.
Oh, really?
And I have a feeling it's the look, not the stupidity. I think that's the case. If they could tell me if they watch this, I'm sure they don't. But
he's a great character anyway. So
yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that show. He's great in Horrible Bosses too. He's like the best in that movie.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's good in everything. But I do not think that's true. I'm going to need to fact check you on that one, Roman. I don't think Dan does not like Cleveland.
No,
I don't know. I don't. The other thing, the weird thing is how does like Deshaun Watson make a what is he, a 2-time coach of the year, or at least 1-time coach of the year, turn into like an absolute he looks like he's not the worst coach in the NFL. You can't make the decision. I mean, clearly, I think it's being handled by people above him. They're saying you're playing this quarterback, but
yeah. Andy, that was it. His name's Charlie in the show, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's his name in real life too. I was just making sure I did that right.
Yeah. 2-time.
Okay.
Yeah, 2-time. How does that happen?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
He's like a head case owner too. There's a lot of like owners that their franchises are sort of doomed under their leadership.
You can tell too. I mean, it's like Carolina, right? He's an absolute insane person. Jerry Jones looks worse and worse every day.
Thankfully we have Jerry Jones on that list.
Did you see how he like berated the host?
I didn't hear the whole interview, but I heard people talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty. I mean, they're making it sound like he completely berated him. It wasn't as bad as I think some people may not. It still is a really horrible look for a person who doesn't have a great look to begin with. I feel like
no
comes across as anyway.
Yeah, they're a train wreck.
Yeah.
So all right. So I'm gonna go within the animated variety as well with my pick. Right. You had Ralph Wiggum. There's a lot you can go within The Simpsons.
I agree,
but I'm not gonna go there.
Okay, I feel like there's a couple other ones that I think of too.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Patrick from SpongeBob.
Oh, that's not on my list.
You don't watch a ton of SpongeBob, do you?
I do not. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not the brightest bulb in the starfish community.
I know his voice, right, is kind of like dopey.
So it reminds me of you in that way, but yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we have so far.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. Good pick. Right. I didn't know. This is not on my list because I don't know him very well.
All right.
What do we got? We got a
Troll of the Week.
When are we going to show your outtakes from that?
Yeah. 100th episode. 100th episode.
Push it back. Believe me, if you guys are watching this now or anybody in chat, you need to push for the outtakes of when talking about that. It's perhaps the greatest piece of cinema I've ever seen.
And what he's talking about is when I made the voiceover for that clip,
he did not realize that you didn't have to record it in video for him too.
Yeah. So I recorded video and audio and ripped the audio off of the video when I was making the clip.
Oh,
and
forgot
he had access to my StreamYard.
It was amazing.
Him and his wife were laughing, or not wife, but him and a significant other over there were laughing at my plus I was not dressed for the occasion either.
No, he was not. I mean, you were dressed. Put it that way.
I was dressed.
Yeah.
All right.
And some people, it was pretty amazing.
Maybe someday I'm getting closer.
Okay.
Andy, do you this is not a bad troll comment. But do you watch my Mrs. Flip? You watch my Mrs. Flip videos. So the one I put out this week, which I think was good one, a very good good.
Is that the one where you were you like saying something to her? I forgot you said something. I don't know. Go ahead, keep going.
This is where she flips the bird.
Oh,
use the finger at the end. Yeah. This dude, I think it's just.
I do love a good bird flip. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite things to welcome Keith into the stream with.
So this guy, Flashman 4929. Why are you subjecting this poor girl to this?
Good point.
It's not a good point. What is so torturous? What is so torturous about it?
You can tell though, she's just not interested, which is great. That's part of it makes it better. The fact that she's like,
oh, that's why really, I do it.
Yeah. She's so uninterested.
Yeah. But this sounds like I'm just being mean and like, why am I torturing her? Yeah. Maybe he meant it comically, but I got rid of that comment, to be honest, though. I saved it for this, but I deleted it. I usually don't delete comments.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Flashman. Yeah, not too bad. I had another one, but I forgot what it was. I think we had a troll comment somewhere else. But I digress. Let's get back to the board.
Yeah, one. You're picking your final one. I'm feeling good because I feel like I can go a couple different ways. I'll be happy. There's a lot left.
There is. It's definitely me.
Yeah, you took Patrick, right? You're going.
Yeah, I did take Patrick. Yeah. All right, I'm a little torn.
It's like he's never done this before.
I was actually trying to buy some time when I was looking at my list.
I see.
I got two. All right, I'm gonna go. This is a Y2K show, I would say. I think it's around that time frame, like year 2000. So it's not. I'm not going way back into the 70s, but I'm gonna go with Kelso.
Oh, well, you are going to the 70s. That 70s show.
Yeah. That 70s show.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
it was on my list. Definitely. That and another one I think would be the remaining two that I would pick.
Especially when you're going around the table and they're having their little smoke outs in their smoke sessions, and that's at his finest in those videos.
The funny thing about that too is that Kelso in real life is actually really smart. He's like, I think he's went to like a really prestigious school and stuff. Yeah, he's a super smart guy.
Yeah, and he doesn't play a smart guy in anything really though.
Rarely, yeah, because he played Dude, Where's My Car, right? Was he in that?
Yeah, he was in that. Yeah, I'm trying to think. And actually, he was pretty good in
Butterfly Effect.
Yeah, Butterfly Effect is unheralded movie. That's a pretty freaking good movie.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's weird that he has never really like stepped up his career or anything like that. Now, I think he's done other things.
Yeah.
All right, good pick. That would be. I had like 2 or 3 left. He definitely was one of them. I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with somebody somewhat more of a recent show, and subsequently, this guy, this actor, has gone on to really outperform, I think, his character on this show by a long stretch. Like he's one of the few characters, like dumb characters, I think, that has turned into a mega superstar. That's Andy, aka Andy from Parks and Rec, Chris Pratt's character. So
yeah, I actually have never seen. I saw like one episode of Parks and Rec.
Oh really? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. You should definitely watch it if you like kind of office-y.
Oh yeah. I love all the main people in it too, so I think I would like
Amy Poehler's amazing in it. I mean, obviously Ron Swanson. I don't know how you didn't watch that.
I think I started watching it.
Oh, that's a good one. That's from Sergeant Schultz. I think is from what's that Hogan's Heroes. I think
Hogan's Heroes. Yeah, I was blanking on it too. Yeah,
good call. There's some good ones on there. We can go. You want to go through sort of the?
Yeah, let me type your pick in real fast though. But yeah, I gotta watch that for sure.
I think you'd like it a lot. Yeah. Andy's character is pretty amazing. That's a good pick. Yeah, that's true. Honestly, yeah, there are a bunch of good ones from The Office. I think if you're going to go for The Office, like you've got to go Kevin, though, right? I think you would.
Yeah, Kevin's the main one. Yeah,
you could argue that who's the guy that's growing mung beans in his thing, or is he just weird? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the older guy, Creed. Yeah, I don't know if he's dumb, but he's probably dumb. But he doesn't. Who else from that show? I mean,
I don't know. My dilemma with with actually Steve Carell's character is that he is dumb a lot, right? Like he's dumb, says dumb stuff, but he also has like moments of brilliance and stuff, like when he's selling people, like, and maybe it's more of a selling thing, but like he does the baby back ribs thing, and
I don't view him as dumb. He's like eccentric and like
I guess he's uncultured, maybe, or something is the word, or something. Yeah. Ignorant, maybe.
I patterned a lot of my management skills after Steve Carell. I mean, I think he's which explains a lot of.
Yeah.
Who else?
Night, that's a good one. That's a good one. I don't remember that show as much as.
No, I don't remember that. When I was going to do this list, I was going to say, but I don't think many people watched this show, so I didn't draft it. But it was a big superstar temporarily in like the early 90s. I'm going to go with Joey Lawrence from Blossom.
Whoa. Yeah, that's true.
Whoa. That's all I would say, really, right? But
yeah,
dumb.
You really can, almost any show back then or anything had a dumb character in it.
Yeah.
Like you could even say, was it like Kimmy from Full House or something? Is that her name?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't have that on my list, but yeah, I mean, I think every one of those show had a goofy, dumb person in it.
Really, Urkel from Family Matters. I mean, we wasn't super dumb, but a little dumb.
I don't know if I would say Urkel is dumb.
I guess he was. No, maybe it wasn't dumb. Maybe it wasn't dumb.
I mean, we didn't say Joey from Friends. I think that's a huge one that we did.
Yeah, we left Joey off. I had him on the list. Yeah.
Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. That's not bad too.
Going back a little bit earlier, Gilligan. Gilligan was pretty dumb.
Zoinks. Yeah, Gilligan's good. We mentioned Coach from Cheers, but he was also. Yeah. I think he's hand in hand with Woody. I had him back to back. As soon as you said Woody, I think probably Woody's the pick out of those two, but I didn't want to like get second fiddle to that. So
yeah, and we went over early on the other Bundys, Peg Bundy,
all the girls from Saved by the Bell. Yeah. So I don't know if you watched this, but I thought there's a couple other like cartoony shows. Like, did you watch Pinky and the Brain at all growing up? So Pinky and the Brain was, I mean, Pinky was essentially Pinky and the Brain was like of Mice and Men type of thing, like that character that, he was like a big goofy, Georgie type character. Kelso, you got, you didn't watch Ren and Stimpy too, or did you?
It's a little bit.
Ren, I mean, I would say Ren's probably from that too. Like, he keeps calling him an idiot. So
yeah.
Or maybe it's Stimpy that's the idiot. No, Stimpy's the idiot. Sorry, Stimpy, you idiot.
Yeah. No, you're right. I haven't seen that in a long time either. But there aren't really. I'm trying to think of a lot of cartoon ones other than what we've already said. I mean, I was looking at Family Guy, but I don't think Peter might classify.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Peter's
maybe more the son in that show.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Simpsons, I think there's only one right answer out of there. I mean, Homer, you could sort of say is dumb, but like, that's good. True. That and Butthead's not a bad choice.
Oh, yeah, we left them out. Yeah, I forgot about them.
I don't know if do you get both of them? I guess in that.
I think you choose the dumber one. But maybe Beavis? I feel like Butthead was the plan maker.
I think Beavis is the dumber one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe Beavis is just more of like the follower. They're equally dumb, but more the follower. But,
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Stimpy. I did say Stimpy, but he was not on my list, but he was on my list, but I didn't use him. That's a classic. Yeah.
I think it's a good list. We pull it back up here.
Are you gonna? Oh, you're putting. Okay, we may have to put where they're from in some of these.
Yeah, I will. I'll add them in the
South Park.
In the poll.
Yeah, we had my girlfriend and I were talking about that, whether South Park had any dumb people. I don't know that there are any dumb people in there. I mean, Cartman's not dumb. He's just like kind of a crazy person, really. Kenny's not dumb. He just dies a lot, and I was trying to think because I mean, maybe Stan, right? Stan Marsh or something, but I don't know. Yeah.
I can't think of any dumb character. Maybe some offshoot character would be dumb, but I don't know who.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. Well, that's a good list. We'll see. Well, I think I got it, Andy, but we'll see. I mean, I usually think I have it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I do too.
Sometimes when you just try to burn me, you burn yourself with your picks. Because you could have taken Chris Elliott the last pick just to hurt me.
Well, I didn't know. I thought you were going to go. I thought for sure you were going to take Chris Elliott.
No, because I really feel like he's somewhat of a genius. He's just misunderstood genius.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that is the homework assignment for the chat. Watch an episode of Get a Life on YouTube. And let me know next week. I assume you can find it.
Yeah. YouTube. But it's probably a little rough to watch these days. But any sort of kind of actual things that they quote in the show, or not quote, but like talk about in the show, are kind of so dated at this point.
Yeah,
it can be a tough one. So I do think it's so funny sometimes when you're watching like Seinfeld or old versions of that, and they make like a cultural reference that's like, wow, that just dates the show so crazily.
Yeah, I don't think Get a Life will be that bad in that regard. But when you get back to the 70s shows, not the 70s show, but when you get to like Sanford and Son and Archie Bunker, All in the Family,
Yeah.
I was watching an episode of Sanford and Son. I don't know why. My wife has this like TV Land channel on constantly. And
I know. I do notice that. I feel like every time I'm at your house,
yeah,
it's
always on. And I'll wake up at 4 a.m. to go like out antiquing somewhere. And like, but I drink.
I thought you meant just to get a glass of water or something.
No. And it's like Sanford and Son's on. So I like lay in bed. I'm like watching it. And this one episode, man, they were like the one, whoever the son's name is. What's the son's name in that show?
It's been a while. I can't remember.
I forget right now. I forget the son's name, but there was a girl who wasn't dating her, but she was like hanging around, and there was like back to back to back to back to back and keep going fat jokes about the girl. I mean, it was like on and on. Like, how could they do this like so many times?
Oh yeah.
And it was like, oh,
not a lot of that's changed quite a bit for sure.
Yeah.
1957, I believe, was the last time. It's technically not a Super Bowl, so it was a championship. So.
Yeah, good. I appreciate the homework assignment, Roman.
Has Cleveland won a Super Bowl? No, right?
NFL championship, similar, right? Yeah. When did they win? 64. When was their?
I'm assuming Roman's a little annoyed that technically Cleveland is the Ravens, and they have.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they moved. Oh,
64. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe this year. We're hoping. We broke a few things last year.
You mean the Browns, Andy?
Playoff drought? No. Very funny. Cool. All right. Well,
all right, fun time.
Decided potentially doing a sports one next week. I think we're thinking. Right?
Yeah, probably back to sports. We can brainstorm and see what we want to do. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions, Andy, or the chat. But otherwise, check us out tomorrow night. We'll be on the Rushmore show, drafting or at least ranking and giving our Rushmore of NBA dunkers.
Hence the name, yeah.
Yeah, and then they do some a draft at the end of like honorable mentions, I believe. I gotta revisit the rules again, but it should be a fun one. And like I said, check out the Real Life show. Check out Roman has a live every Saturday night. I'm not sure if do you have one this Saturday night, Roman? I know. You had Shagan on recently, and I'm not sure if you have one on Saturday.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Roman's lives are always entertaining.
Every other. Okay. So maybe it'll be on next week. Cool.
Very
All right,
cool.
man. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Fun chat. I think it was Sadie Cards. I forget the name. If you want to hit me up, I don't think you're probably not still in the chat, but if you are, we'll once I get your info, we'll get those out to you, and we'll check out. We have a video coming out on Rips and Brews tomorrow night. We have a video coming out every night on Rips and Brews on a short pack rip.
Basis, yeah.
But our full episode comes out Thursday night, 7:30. So check us out over there, and we will see you next week. Peace.